Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah. This is Jar of Fireflies, and here you will find videos all about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of 3. And today, I'm getting ready for Shabbat. Okay, so in today's video, we are filming a day in the life, so I'm just gonna take you along all day as I'm getting ready for Shabbat. Now it's a summer Shabbat, which means a long day. Doesn't necessarily mean a long video. I don't know, we're gonna find out. So I started off my morning by making some muffins for us to eat for breakfast, though the kids kind of were waking up and having cereal, but that's okay. I will eat them and they will still get eaten throughout the day. And I also spent a little bit of time while the muffins were in the oven. I spent a little time in my study working on some miniature stuff, because it's not really dollhouse stuff, because it's not for a dollhouse. It's more for like a small scene. I bought a kit off of Amazon and I've been putting it together the past few days, and it is so much fun. fun fact about me, I guess. I really love dollhouses. I do not have a dollhouse, but one day I do hope that my daughter and I will start a project creating a dollhouse together and like building it all from scratch. But in the meantime, I got this kit because it's not like so much effort and I'll be able to do it, I don't know, within a week or so and then have my table back. But anyways, that's basically what's happened so far today. And for the rest of the day, we're just gonna be getting ready for Shabbat and doing our normal stuff. So I will be taking you along. So anyways, the kitchen's first. I'm gonna clean up a little bit here in the kitchen and get that ready for my husband to cook. Today's a little bit different because we're not cooking dinner tonight, so no Moroccan fish, sorry guys. But we are cooking lunch for tomorrow, and by we, I mean my husband. So yeah, we are going out to dinner tonight, which I'm really excited about. And then tomorrow we're having some friends over for lunch and for third meal. But yeah, so pretty normal Shabbat for us, except for the going out tonight, which means a lot less cooking. Okay, I just had one more kid wake up, so I'm gonna take care of him. Hey buddy, good morning. Dog bumping the camera. Anyways, so I'm gonna take care of him, get him some breakfast, and then get to these dishes. Breakfast was Cheerios, so pretty simple, but don't worry, they totally started eating muffins after they finished their cereal, and at the moment there are only 2 muffins left. But anyhow, for now it is just some cereal. My kids super love cereal, and I don't buy it too often anymore, so it's kind of a treat. All right, so then it's on to washing dishes. So I'm just right now hand washing our dairy dishes. So we had a few dishes from last night. The kids had some pasta and cheese, as well as some dishes from breakfast this morning. You know, my husband's coffee spoon and the kids' cereal spoons, things like that. So just knocking that out real fast. When I went to load all the dirty dishes that were on the counter and in the sink that didn't need to be hand washed into the dishwasher, I realized that I did not empty the dishwasher yesterday. So womp womp. And I'm emptying that now so that then I can refill it with all these dirty dishes. At that point, the kitchen will pretty much be clean. So that's pretty fantastic. Since there's so much less cooking to do today, since we're going out for one of our meals and we have some leftover salads from last week, there really isn't a whole lot to do in the kitchen. And I anticipate it staying fairly clean for most of the day. Okay, so the house is kind of on autopilot right now. The dishwasher is running, so I can't do anything with the dishes right now. The muffins are done. The kitchen is clean. The clothes washing machine is also running, so I can't do anything with that. I've got one kid in the shower and the other kids are working on cleaning up the living room right now. So I am going to take a little break right now and work on my miniature stuff. I find this stuff so relaxing. It's very meticulous work. I'm very much a perfectionist, so this really comes out in the miniature stuff that I'm making, and it's this great challenge to try to make it the best that I can possibly make it. And I get a little extra in here too, you know. So for example, in this project, I am making a book, and the way you're supposed to make the book is to fold the pages and then glue them into the book cover. And I didn't really like the whole folding the giant strip, so I ended up cutting all of the pages, then gluing them together so there wouldn't be any of white. It would just be the printed pages of the book, and then gluing that into the cover. And I felt like that worked out much better, and it just looked a lot better to me. There were some other parts of this project where you were supposed to glue fabric, and of course I whipped out the sewing machine and stitched it all instead. So little things like that I'm doing to try to make this just a little bit nicer, I suppose, than what the directions exactly called for. And there's a couple things that I'm leaving out because I don't like the way the pieces look, and I may replace those pieces with real dollhouse miniatures that I've purchased. Like the silverware, for example, in this kit is made out of paper, and I would rather use actual dollhouse silverware made out of metal. So we'll see how it all actually turns out, but it probably will be very similar to what the like what the package instructions say, just with a few little things that I'm doing to make it a little bit different. And probably in the future when I'm doing these, I may really personalize them quite a bit more, but we shall see. In the meantime, I'm just putting this little book together, and that's kind of my little break here before I go back to doing some house cleaning stuff, which there probably isn't a whole lot of because I've been staying pretty on top of that stuff this week. After my little break, I went out into the backyard to do a little bit of cleaning up out there. I've been kind of ignoring it with all the rain we've been having. And of course, I ended up in the garden. The carrots in particular looked like they were pretty done, so I started pulling carrots up. What's your question? You want to help?
Come down here to the very bottom. Right here, right here. Grab it, pull. This one. No, the whole thing. Wow. Go put it in our pile.
All right, let's take them inside.
Okay.
So as you saw, my toddler came over to help me with the carrots, and then we went inside and we cleaned them all up in the sink and cut off their tops, and gosh, they are just beautiful. These black nebula carrots with their deep purple on the inside and those beautiful orange carrots. There's 2 different varieties. So so much fun and great having my toddler help me. So I put those on the table for us to munch on this afternoon. So Friday afternoons always involve general housekeeping stuff. I like to go into Shabbat with a clean house and with things like laundry done and the dishwasher emptied so that I'm not tempted to do those things over Shabbat when I'm not supposed to be doing them. And it's just done. It's just a nice relaxing feeling when it's done. I know that I can truly relax. I don't have to think about what I have to do the next day or anything like that. I can just focus on the moment and be there with my family. So I'm putting away the laundry here. I've stayed pretty on top of it all week. So that is pretty fantastic. I've been really on top of it here just lately in general. So that feels really good and makes my day today quite a lot easier because I don't have to spend so much time putting away laundry. So this load here was mainly like towels and, a couple of the kids' clothes, but mainly like towels and washcloths and things like that. And then there's one more load that is mostly kids' clothes, just trying to get all that stuff done before we go into Shabbat. So basically what everybody else is doing right now is my husband is in the kitchen cooking for our lunch for tomorrow, our Shabbat lunch, Saturday lunch. And my older son is in the kitchen with him and he's working on some math on the computer. So that's what he's doing. And then my daughter, my sweet middle child, is taking a nap. She had a little bit of trouble sleeping last night. So I'm really glad that she is getting some extra rest right now. Especially since we're going out tonight and she will be, out really late past her bedtime and not anywhere near her bed. So, and then my toddler is in the bath close by. So he is in there getting cleaned up. All the kids always take a bath on Friday going into Shabbat. So they're all clean and fresh as well. So that's what's going on here. And I will check back with you guys here in a bit. Okay, so I took a little break in there, and even though it's only about 4 o'clock in the afternoon at this point, I went ahead and took a shower and went ahead and got dressed for Shabbat. So that's done, and there'll be zero rush later on this evening. And also, even though my daughter is still asleep, I'm telling you, she has had like the nap of all naps this afternoon. She's been down for a good 4 hours already. But I could really wait no longer to do the floors, so I grabbed the vacuum and started vacuuming the floors. I was also spending some time this hour, just with some general straightening up around the house, putting things away that I saw needed to be put away. If I found a Lego on the floor, I'd call my boys over and be like, whose Lego is this? Get it put away. And, taking the trash out and emptying the trash cans in the bathrooms and things like that. Just like all those little things that I like to do on Fridays so that I really don't have anything to do over Shabbat except enjoy it. I also grabbed a roll off the counter. I have a bag of rolls in the freezer that I keep for my son, just in case we're going out for a meal, so he'll still have his gluten-free bread while we are out because where we're going is not a gluten-free home. So I went and put that in the stroller so it's ready to go when we are. Okay, so it's about 6:30 right now. I spent the last little while doing some work on my miniatures and my daughter woke up, so I was taking care of getting her some food and things like that. But now it is getting closer to Shabbat starting, so it is time to set the table. Except I'm not going to set the table. Because we're going out to eat tonight, I don't need to set the table for a meal because we are not having a meal at our home. However, I do still want to change the tablecloth. I always make sure, even if we're having all of our meals out, I will still put on the Shabbat tablecloth onto our table. It just makes the home feel more like Shabbat. I think it's really important, and it's just something else nice that we can do for Shabbat to make it feel a little bit more special and a little bit more like the holiday that it is. So I've put away our weekday tablecloth and I'm putting on our nice Shabbat tablecloth. I won't be putting any plastic or anything on top to protect it because, like I said, we're not going to be eating here tonight. I did consider going ahead and setting the table for tomorrow, but I don't know. I just don't really like that idea. I want to just see it just plain and beautiful like this tonight. And then tomorrow morning, I'll be able to set the table for my family and for our guests that we are having over. So I always just, I don't know, that's part of my Shabbat morning anyways, it seems like, is setting the table for our guests. So I'm looking forward to doing that then. But in the meantime, yeah, just getting this tablecloth on here. I'm going to straighten up the chairs a little bit and put the flowers on the table. The flowers this week are fun. They are left over from a dinner that we went to last night. They were like, please take home the centerpiece flowers. And I was like, oh, pink peonies? Yes, I will. So that is what is on my table for Shabbat this week. And I have a whole video about that you should be seeing most likely on Thursday. So I just have to finish filming that after Shabbat. There's more to film for this video. It's going over a few days. So look forward to that. All right, friends, the day is winding down. Okay, my husband just left for shul. He took our oldest son with him, and I've got the little two here with me. They're just playing together in the living room, and I just kind of finished up a few last minute things here in the kitchen, putting dishes away from the dishwasher, making sure the dishwasher's turned off so I can put stuff in there over Shabbat. We've got our hot plate on right over here. I don't know what else there is to do really. So I still have a little over an hour until it's actually candlelighting. So I think I'm just gonna turn the camera off and spend some time playing with the kids and maybe a little more time playing with my miniatures in my room. And I don't know, just make sure there's nothing else that I'm forgetting. I will go and check all of the light switches in the house and make sure that the light switches are all where I want them to be. I did notice my husband already put our light switch covers on the light switches so we won't be accidentally turning on and off lights on Shabbat. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So make sure that you are subscribed if you aren't already so you don't miss my future videos. I've got some really exciting stuff coming up and I'm so excited to share with you. And make sure you hit that bell so that you get the notifications when I post a new video. All right, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate that. And drop me a comment below. Let me know how your week is going. I would love to get that conversation going with you guys down there in the comment section. All right, thanks you all so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload.